The problem isn't your clothes. This is the exact difference between looking like you're wearing a costume and being the most elegant woman in the room. It doesn't matter how much you spent on the look. There are 7 secret codes for combining bags, belts, and watches that force people's brains to think, wow, this woman has class. And pay close attention because code number 6, it's such a simple detail that completely changed how I dress on weekends. And it separates those who have style from those who just try to have it. No more ruining perfect looks with the wrong accessories. Code 1. Choose one hero. First thing you need to know, the human brain can't focus on more than one statement piece at a time. Seriously, it's science. So if you leave the house with that giant bag, plus a wide belt with a huge buckle, plus a watch that looks like a bracelet, girl, the accessories are swallowing you. You become a walking Christmas tree. And you know what's worst? You spend money on these beautiful accessories, but the final effect is the opposite of what you wanted. Instead of looking sophisticated, you look over the top. So here's the technique. When you're combining bag, belt, and watch, choose only one hero, the one that'll be large or medium-sized. The other 2, supporting players. Thin, delicate, discreet. In practice, it works like this. Let's say you chose a large tote bag, one of those structured, gorgeous ones, to be the star of your look. Perfect. Then your belt needs to be thin, at most 1 inch wide. And the watch? Classic, discreet, nothing taking up half your wrist. Now, if you decide the hero of the day is that amazing wide belt you bought, that's fine. But then the bag needs to be small. A clutch, you know. And the watch has to be minimalist. What does this do in people's minds? It shows aesthetic self-control. The high-status woman, the one who truly understands elegance, she knows she doesn't need to shout to be noticed. Balanced proportion conveys an image of extreme sophistication and lightness. And if you're enjoying these tips, subscribe to the channel because I post content like this every week. And you won't want to miss the next video where I'm going to show you the 5 mistakes that are aging your look. Code 2. Avoid finish friction. Now comes something I always talk about here. Preferably, your metals should be the same color. All gold or all silver, got it? But look, there's a fatal mistake I see every day. What's the mistake? Using all 3 accessories with high-shine metals, those super polished ones that look like they just came from the jeweler. You know what that does? Completely overshadows your face. And worse, it cheapens the entire look. The secret technique is this. Mix shine with matte. Never wear 3 super shiny metals together. Never. Let me give you a practical example. Your watch is super polished gold or silver. That beautiful shine. Wonderful. But then your belt buckle needs to be in brushed metal. That matte finish. And the bag hardware? Discreet, almost imperceptible. You know what the psychological effect of this is? This mix of textures in metal creates depth in the look. And look how interesting. It's exactly the secret code of ultra-luxury brands like Hermes and Bottega Veneta. These brands rarely use metals that blind whoever looks, because true elegance doesn't need to dazzle. It's like this. Excessive shine screams, "Look at me," while the combination of shine and matte whispers, "I have class." And which of the 2 do you think impresses more? If you're enjoying these style tips, leave a like on the video. This signals to YouTube that you like the content and makes it notify you when the next videos come out on the channel. Code 3. The law of distance and visual pollution. This one's the code I see being broken on the street the most, I swear. And it's so simple to fix, it's almost infuriating. Look, where your bag hits your body changes everything about your silhouette. Literally everything. You could be wearing the most beautiful pieces in the world, but if the accessories are poorly positioned, it's over. The classic mistake is this. You put on a wonderful belt marking your waist. The most beautiful thing, right? But then you hang a crossbody bag that sits exactly at waist height. What happens? You create a visual traffic jam. It's too much information in the same place. The technique is keeping accessories visually separated, each in its own spot. In practice, if you're wearing a belt, adjust your bag's strap so it ends down low, below the hip bone, well away from the belt. Or carry the bag in your hand or on your forearm. That's simple. Have you ever stopped wearing an accessory because you thought the look felt heavy? Comment below because I want to know. The effect of this is instant, I swear. Clearing the waistline makes you immediately look slimmer and taller. Letting the belt breathe without a bag rubbing against it shows you understand proportions. Code 4, the law of structural integrity. Now we're going to talk about something that seems silly but isn't: the texture and structure of your accessories. Look, soft accessories, like those fabric bags that look like cloth sacks, frayed fabric belts, silicone sports watches. You know what they convey? Sloppiness, laziness, total informality. It's unconscious, but people read these signals. And if you want to be treated like someone important, you need to understand this. The technique is seeking rigidity and geometry in your accessories. Structure, defined form. How do you do this in practice? Your watch needs to have classic metal weight, that menswear style. Your belt has to be firm leather, with a geometric buckle in solid metal. And your bag, pay attention to this, it has to stand up on its own when you put it on the table. It can't collapse. Why does this work? Because rigid form is unconsciously read as discipline and power. It's the difference between looking like you got dressed up and looking like you simply are elegant. And look, if you're really learning from these tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like, because there's so much more content like this coming. Before we move on to the next trick, have you ever had that awful feeling of opening your closet and feeling like you have absolutely nothing to wear? To solve this, I created a guide where I show how, with just 15 pieces, you can create more than 150 elegant looks. These are combinations that make people turn their heads to look at you. Inside, you'll also discover techniques to look visually slimmer and taller, plus specific styling tricks to soften fuller arms, wider hips, or a more generous bust. The link to download the guide is in the pinned comment and in the description. Now let's move on to the next trick. And if you're watching on TV, just scan the QR code that appears on the screen or in the corner of the video. Code 5, the corner office look. Now I'm going to show you how to bring all these codes together in one complete look. And this one's the look I call corner office. That look of a woman who solves problems. The base look is straight tailored pants in sand or beige tone with a white cotton shirt. The front of the shirt lightly tucked into the pants. Now let's apply the techniques. The star of the look will be a large structured tote bag in rigid caramel leather. The one that stands on its own on the table, remember? It's imposing. It carries everything you need. The supporting players, a thin 1-inch belt in caramel, and a classic minimalist watch. Finish friction. The watch has a polished gold shine, but the belt buckle is in matte, brushed gold. And visual distance. You carry the bag in your hand or in the crook of your elbow, leaving the waist area completely clean and visible. Why does this look work so well? Because it's the look of someone who solves problems. The structured bag shows you're organized, practical, but the free waist marked by the thin belt brings back all the femininity and instantly slims the silhouette. Can you imagine yourself wearing this look? Comment. Code 6, the old money weekend look. And now comes the look I promised. Number 6, the one that changed my life on weekends. Because look, elegance isn't a costume you put on to go to work and take off when you get home. Elegance is a lifestyle. The look is white wide-leg pants, could be palazzo jeans or linen, with a light cashmere or knit sweater, V-neck. And here comes the detail that changes everything. You roll up the sleeves to the forearm, applying the techniques. The hero here will be a robust classic metal watch, menswear style. It's heavy, it's impeccable, and every time you move, it shines on your wrist. The supporting players, a braided leather belt with no visible buckle, very subtle, and a small smooth leather crossbody bag. The bag has the strap adjusted to hit below the hip bone, eliminating that visual traffic jam at the waist. And while the watch shines every time you gesture, the bag hardware is matte. Why is this look so powerful? Because by rolling up the sleeve and revealing a robust watch in a weekend look, you're saying without words, my elegance isn't a costume for work, it's who I am. It's unpretentious luxury, that old money vibe of someone who doesn't need to prove anything. I started using this combination on my weekends, and the difference in how people treat me, in restaurants, in stores, even on the street, is absurd. Code 7, the architectural elegance look. And the last look is what I call architectural elegance. Because this look literally draws the shape of your body. The look is monochromatic black. Black silk blouse with black tailored pants. Total black. That beautiful, timeless thing. Applying the techniques, here the hero will be a wide leather belt with a rigid geometric buckle. It's the absolute center of attention and draws your body's structure. The supporting players, a small watch with black leather strap and a handbag. Could be a clutch or a small structured bag. Since the belt is the star, you hold the bag at your side, away from your waist. And the metal finishes. The belt buckle is an imposing matte silver metal, while the bag's small hardware has a discreet mirrored shine. Why does this look work? Because an all-black look can seem shapeless. But when you apply the law of structural integrity with a wide belt that acts as an anchor, you create an hourglass shape on your body. You gain a waist, you gain structure, you gain presence. This is the look of an art curator, of a creative director, of someone who's in charge. Look at everything we saw today, choosing a hero and letting the others be supporting players, mixing shine with matte in metals, maintaining visual distance between accessories, seeking structure in pieces, and 3 complete looks you can put together tomorrow. The difference between looking well-dressed and looking naturally elegant is in these details. It's in understanding that elegance isn't about having more, it's about better balancing what you already have. And don't forget, you don't need a closet full of clothes to be elegant. You just need strategy. If you want to learn how to turn 15 pieces into over 150 elegant looks, the link to my complete guide is right below in the pinned comment. Download it and stop struggling in front of the mirror. And if you're watching on TV, just scan the QR code that appears on the screen or in the corner of the video. And if you apply just these 7 codes, I guarantee people will start treating you differently. They'll open doors, they'll give you more attention, they'll respect you more, because you're sending the right signals. So tell me, which of these codes are you going to test first? And which look did you like most? The corner office, the old money weekend, or the architectural elegance? Comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video, where I'm going to show you the 5 posture mistakes that are destroying your elegance. A big kiss, and see you in the next video.